Hey Fit Fam, it's Monday. Welcome back to this week's Energy Boost workout. I'm Coach Katie. What you need today is some floor space and a ball or a pillow. We're going to take it straight down to the floor for a mat workout. The functional purpose is for knee, hip alignment and core activation. The aesthetic boost is that it's a hip lifter and an inner thigh toner. Who doesn't want both, right? We're going to take it straight down to the floor for our instruction time, which is also a little bit of our warm-up. So get down on the floor here, get comfortable, because we're about to get a little uncomfortable, I think. We're going to take our ball, get that ball between our knees. We've got 5 moves to go through today, which we're going to do on each side. So we're going to start with our instruction, bring our feet into our hips, squeeze in on your ball, activate those hip adductors, and we're going to lift and lower the hips, inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Now I'm curious, as we're warming up here, as we're squeezing in on this ball, what it is that you want your hips, knees, and core ready for this summer. What is it that you love to do? What is it that you think will be fun to feel great doing? I'm excited to share with you some of the purpose of each of these moves as we go through them. Hopefully you're feeling a little warmed up and activated here. We're going to go ahead and take our ball and move into a dead bug variation. So you can put your ball down if you want to, or your pillow down if you want to. If not, let's go ahead and use it. We're going to inhale in from the nose, exhale as opposite arm and opposite leg go out. Now, our low back is pressed flat to the floor. We're showing complete control here, so we're trying not to wiggle around. We're staying very still. And even though I can't come touch you, if I could, I would be making sure that your belly was tense. Inhaling and exhaling. Excellent. Moving to side lying. We're going to let go of our ball here. Hope it doesn't roll too far away. Bring these feet a little forward in front of us. And then I want you to bring your knees in. So really our feet are pretty much lined up with our hips here. We're going to rotate our hip forward and open up for a clamshell. If it helps to do this right, we're only going to do a couple on this one side just to test it out for our instruction. If it helps, you're going to actually put your hand kind of back by your butt bone, which will help kind of cue you to where you want to feel this. You're going to squeeze those feet together nice and tight. This is a triple complex move here. The next move is going to be an internal rotation and adduction move. So we're lifting this leg up. Everyone's going to look a little different. It's going to depend on how much rotation you have, mobility in your hip you have. You might only be able to lift just a little bit here to start. Don't worry about that. You'll get stronger and more mobile. The third exercise, we're going to bring those heels together again and circle. Now you'll see when we get into the full minute of each of these, we'll also circle back the other direction. You'll see when we get to the full minute of these, how they really kind of start to work and burn and feel awesome. I hope you love them. So I'm going to get a sip of water just because I've been talking. You grab your water bottle if you need. Today's workout is not a sweaty workout. It's an activation, strength, something that maybe you'll feel about 2 days later. All right, so minute per exercise. Let's do this. Grab the ball. Tell me, what do you want to be able to do so well this summer with your hips and knees? Squeezing your ball, coming on your toes. We're firing up our calf muscles. Calf muscles help stabilize our knees. Inhale, exhale. So what are you looking forward to being able to do with more success because you feel strong and stable and aligned in your hips and knees? Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. I know my mom's watching. My mom has to do these. She likes these. Inhaling up, exhaling down. These are a great corrective exercise too for women postpartum. Squeezing that ball in, activating those glutes. This actually really activates that pelvic floor too, together. Last one, inhale up, exhale down. There's really no rest between these things, so we're just gonna go right for it, but you take a break if you need to. All right, starting position here, dead bug starting position, alternate. Exhale, inhale. Good job. Couple more here. Pressing our low back into the mat. Dead bug exercises are so great to strengthen the core without crunching or twisting the spine. Awesome. Moving into side lying. Coming in for clamshells, squeezing those heels together. Kind of a Mary Poppins move. Squeeze those heels together, lift and lower. This isn't about range of motion. Everybody's going to have a different range of motion here. If you wanted to make this a little bit harder, you could grab a band and loop a band around your knees. You should be feeling this again next to your sits bones. So you should be feeling that deep work in your glute. This is a corrective exercise. It's also a lot of times used in physical therapy as well. When we use it as a corrective exercise, we're thinking about it in a performance way. We're thinking about how can we enhance performance. And the benefit of it is, the benefits of clamshells just go on for days. And we already need to move on to the next exercise. So we'll touch on that next time around. We're going to grab this foot. If you're having trouble with that, you can grab your knee. We're going to lift and lower this leg. So we're inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If that leg is really hard, you could put it behind you. I prefer it in front. Keep going here if this is working for you. I'm just giving you a couple variations for this move. Hopefully you're really feeling those inner thighs activated. Such an important exercise for performance and alignment. Inhaling up, exhaling down. That was the last one. Moving to circles. Again, we've kind of got our Mary Poppins heels together. clicking those heels, circling. You don't get an award for giant, out of control circles. We're working on those small muscles, small muscle control, stirring that joint, adding lubrication to the hip joint, helping those hips feel great. We're going to switch directions. That was about a half a minute. If you're trying to figure out how to breathe during this one, you can breathe on one circle, exhale on the next. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. We did it. We did one round. I gotta go get my ball. It ran away. All right. I'm back. Next side. So we're gonna do it all over again. You could roll through as many times through this as you wanted to. Again, this is great for before a workout, after a workout. I love to do these kinds of moves before I hit my slalom ski behind my boat. All right, let's squeeze in on your toes, lifting and lowering. Have you told me yet what you're excited to have your knees and hips ready for this summer? Mine is getting behind my 1979 vintage, that's AKA old, Mastercraft. We bought it, I think, like 3 years ago. And I kind of learned to slalom ski as an adult. So I'm not very good, but I love to do it. So it's really fun. Inhaling up, squeezing that ball. Excellent. Moving into dead bug. Press that low back into the floor. So the importance of core exercises that don't crunch and twist the spine is that crunching and twisting the spine is really proven to be what herniates discs. So if we can do as much core work as possible without crunching and twisting, that will lead to more longevity of our spine and of the discs of our spine. So put any of these moves in your back pocket that you find from our workouts throughout the week, because it's nice to know what you can do long term. This was another awesome exercise postpartum for me. Couple more. Excellent. Beautiful job. Moving to side lying. This is it for our energy booster today. Our last couple moves here. Moving into our clamshells, squeezing our heels together. Again, you can make this difficult with an added band, but really squeezing your heels together is what's going to make this even more difficult. Make sure that hip is kind of slightly rotated forward. Give yourself a cue back here by holding on to that sit bone to help you know where you're working. Inhaling. Oxygenating that blood. Beautiful. Next exercise, again, you can grab from the knee, you could grab from the ankle. If you want to put that leg behind you, you can as well. Rotating the toe up, lift and lower. Our range of motion here, it's going to look different for everybody. I used to do these moves every week in a class I taught, I think for almost 9 years. And everybody got better and better at them. And when they didn't do them, if they skipped a class, they could always feel them the next week, which I kind of loved. Well, most people who are into health and wellness kind of love it when we realize, when we have that aha moment, that something that feels kind of simple, if you stop doing it, how much it did. You didn't realize how much it did until you stopped doing it. So it's always fun to hear that feedback from people. Like, oh, I noticed when I got back to it how sore I was or how much I felt that. All right, final move, little circles. Half a minute circling one direction. So that's where you're either like kicking, circling back, and then half a minute circling forward. We're keeping our core nice and still here. And don't feel like you need to go as fast as I'm going. You could go a little bit slower, show a little bit, work on more on your control. Switch directions. If I was with you right now, I'd be making sure that your hips are nice and still. I'm glad I am with you right now, actually, because I really miss teaching these kind of moves, and it's really fun to know that somebody's out there watching. Hello, everybody. Couple more seconds here. Excellent work. Okay, so let's roll in. Come on up to seated. Let's just take a moment here to take a deep breath in. We're going to inhale through our nose. Exhale through our mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Circle our arms back. Think about the day ahead. I hope it's a great one. Bring some gratitude into it, time that you took for your body, for your mind, for your breath. Use these moves where they feel best in your week. If you love them, stick with them. Figure out where they fit into your life for your personal plan. Thanks for being with me today. I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Have a good one. Bye, guys.